How's it going, everybody? Welcome to OP Entertainment. I'm Omar Darwish.
And I'm Pratik Cherian.
And this is our review of Sinners. We're going to spoiler-free, directed and written by Ryan Coogler. I almost forgot. I almost said Michael B. Jordan, but no.
No, Ryan Coogler.
Starring Michael B. Jordan twice, two times Michael B. Jordan.
And Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld and the kid. He's essentially the lead in this. Would you... Well, let's start right there. Is Michael B. Jordan the lead in this?
No.
Because you get two times the Jordan.
Yeah,
he is, but yeah.
I feel like the two characters he plays are not the leads, but he is the lead.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
getting ahead of ourselves. Pratik, what did you think of the movie?
I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I'll start by saying it's a hard movie to talk about because it's like in this type of setting. I think it's a movie that's going to spark a lot of conversation.
Yeah, we've already talked about it for I don't even know how long before this.
Yeah.
So
like you're gonna come away with it because really the movie is about the message and we have different interpretations and disagreements.
We're here to lay out for you what the message is.
No,
what is Pratik?
No, we're not doing that. But it's one that's very message forward and everything else is kind of secondary to the message. So that makes it hard to be like, oh, well, we're going to talk about the plot points. And
also, the best kinds of movies, like, we both walked out of this. I told you what I thought it was about. You told me what you thought it was about. Different things. We both extrapolated different things from this. And I think that they're both accurate or inaccurate, depending on how you feel.
You know, I think what's interesting is that we came away with it with two different messages.
Yeah.
But I think we would probably both agree that, like, the message, like, the way Coogler delivers his message is like, rock solid and focused the whole time.
For sure.
And I think
rock solid, yes. Focused the whole time is where I might disagree with you and where I might get into some of my negatives in the movie.
Fine.
I don't know if this movie has necessarily pacing issues. It's like 217, 220, something around there. And it feels like it, but there's moments where like, oh, it should be ramping up now. Or let's just say like it got turned up from a notch to 10 to 11, but it kind of stops. Like, kind of gets thrown to a halt. Am I wrong, or what? Do you know what I'm talking about without getting into it? This movie is kind of building up to a moment or to certain moments, and then like those moments will kind of just come and then go. Like,
see, I almost think that it's a credit to the movie that those moments that it's building up to feel so short and feel so fast.
Sure. Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And I don't know how much of a negative it is. I noticed it. If we're just touching on negatives, I have very little negatives, but if we're just touching on them, the aspect ratio of this movie changes so much, and not just the aspect ratio, but like you can just tell the camera is a completely different camera from like just two people having conversation, and it's just like shooting from shot to shot, and I don't know, it bothered me. Did it bother you, or like?
It didn't bother me that much.
Okay.
There was one like specific cut in the middle of a conversation that really bothered me, but it's like a minor gripe.
Or like it'll switch to like a full IMAX aspect ratio just for the shot of the sky, and it's like a beautiful shot of the sky, but then it'll cut back to their conversation and then go back to like the shot of the sky, and then now it's just the shot of the house, but it's not in the
There were a couple where I'm like, I wonder why there is one point where the aspect ratio changes, so you're just like, oh, like I know exactly why you're doing it this way.
Or it's like full aspect ratio changes down and then switches to the next scene. And I was like, well, just go to the next scene. Like, I don't know. Anyway.
Minor gripe.
Yeah, that was minor. I love the music in this. The performances of this.
Do you think the music would do you think the music is make or break for this movie?
I think it plays a huge role in it. Make or break. I think yes. I think so.
Because I'm one who like I enjoy like blues, folk, like that type of music, and so for me, like when we're doing that, like it's great. But I could see if that's not your bag, if that's not like what you enjoy in music, I could see it not landing quite the same way.
I also think if you don't have an appreciation for music, this might be able to give you a way into seeing why people would appreciate like the depth behind like the soul behind music and blues in particular.
There's a reason why, like, as much as I've tried to avoid everything about this movie leading up to it, I heard some people saying like, oh, the movie is about music and the importance it has, and I'm like, that's really vague. But like now having seen the movie, I'm like, I get where like that's your takeaway.
I definitely think music is a huge part of it for sure. Yeah. I'll just say that without getting into more of it.
Sure. But the music's vitally important. How do you think Michael B. Jordan did with the dual role?
not just for a dual role performance. I think this is Michael B. Jordan's best performance. That being said, I haven't seen what most people think is his best performance in Fruitvale Station. So it could still be that, but this is the best thing I've seen him in. I haven't been under the same spell that everybody has been under with Michael B. Jordan. I think he's really good. I think he's funny. He's a good actor, but he's kind of just been Michael B. Jordan in a lot of stuff.
That's really funny.
In this, he's playing two different characters, twins, and they're completely different. I don't know. I thought this was great.
Yeah. Do you think, because I think we were both a little skeptical about why Michael B. Jordan needed to play both characters. Do you still feel that way?
No, I like it. I think
Yeah.
it works. I mean, unless he had a real twin brother, I don't know who else could have delivered this kind of like connection. Like, I mean, it's weird to say the chemistry he had with himself was incredible, but it was.
Yeah. It's one where, like, having seen it, I'm like, okay, you could have, like, I don't think the characters needed to be twins necessarily. Like, you could have had someone else, but I don't know how anyone else could have, like, brought that like the same energy that Michael B. Jordan did. Like, it would.
It's not necessarily like you needed it, but it's impressive that they were what he was able to accomplish and what they were able to accomplish.
His performance was really, really impressive, and he brings an equally impressive performance in both roles. And what I'm saying is, like, I don't know if you had someone else opposite Michael B. Jordan, if that like dual energy would have felt the same.
If they would have switched hats at any moment, do you think it would have been hard to tell who was who?
No. I don't.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's the biggest compliment I think you give. Maybe in the beginning of the movie, but like midway through, I think you can tell who is who.
Yeah, because their like mannerisms are different. The way they like carried themselves, their body language. Yeah. No, he did a phenomenal job.
I thought everybody in this movie was great.
Yeah.
As far as the story goes, though, you thought the story was maybe the biggest strength, or you think it's the performances?
I think it's the performances, and I think it's the message. Yeah. To me, I won't say the story is weak, but I think if you're writing out the like Wikipedia synopsis of each like plot point, it's not very long.
I think that just goes to like how masterfully directed this was, because it's pulling together great music, a great script, like the story's incredible, the performances are great, and it's shining a light on everything right when it needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm usually a like story over everything guy, and so the fact that I came away from this movie not raving about the story but raving about the movie itself, to me, again, it's a testament to Coogler.
Definitely a horror movie, you'd say?
It's more of a horror movie than it is anything else, but I think framing it as a horror movie...
It's a disservice to say it's just a horror movie, right? Like,
it's not even that. I feel like if
there's
like,
horror, there's social commentary, there's...
I feel like if you walk into it like with the expectation of I'm going to see a horror movie, it's not going to meet that expectation. Those expectations.
I think it works best just as a period piece, honestly, because we didn't even talk about this, but the world, like, just we're in Chicago, and what year was it? Whatever the year was.
We never see Chicago.
We see Chicago.
No.
Yeah, when they go to the we see Chicago.
No, they're in Mississippi.
They're in Mississippi, but they were in Chicago.
Yeah, but we never see Chicago. Thankfully.
Listen. There'll be no Chicago bashing. What I'm saying is you're in this time and you feel it. You feel it.
Yeah.
Oh God. I haven't seen Coogler bring us to a time period like this, so I want to see what he does next, honestly.
I won't. I'm not gonna speak more. It's well done. Well done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything else before we score this? Or?
No, I don't think so. I mean, again, like we were saying, it's a hard movie to try to talk about without spoiling. So
yeah, easy recommend though. I'll just start. I'm thinking 9. Hesitant to give it a 10 just because I do have some small gripes with it. I need to see it again, but this could go up for me. The performances are great. The story was great. Yeah, this is definitely maybe not movie of the year for me, but it's up there. I'd say 9.
Yeah, I'm with you. I give it a 9 as well. I'm gonna need to rewatch it before I say whether or not I think it's the best movie I've seen so far.
You want to rewatch it though, right?
I definitely want to.
And the fact that you want to jump right back into a 2-hour, 20-minute movie, that says something.
Yeah, I want to watch it. The performances are great. Just the entire movie. Like, I don't have any. There's not something I can point to and be like, this is the reason why it's not a 10. Which, yeah, it's very, very well done in just about everything I could ask for. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So 10?
It's a 9 still.
Okay. Yeah.
But I reserve the right after watching it again to say it's a 10.
That's kind of how I feel too.
It's like it's a very, very high 9.
Yeah, high 9, and I feel like the more I talk about it, the more I want to give it a 10. So,
yeah, that's fair.
All right. Well, what do we got next week?
I don't even know.
Yeah, all right, well,
I don't know. Does it matter? Can we just do Sinners again?
Yeah,
Let's do
we'll
Sinners
probably
again.
review this again. See you guys.
See ya.